brick fans, welcome to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes are half-baked and most our bricks are medium rare. Today we're having a look at the 1656 Evacuation Team, which is a set from 1991 that consists of 236 parts and 2 misfits. There was actually a lot of pieces missing from this set when I was putting it back together, and one of the misfits was actually more or less destroyed, so I had to replace him completely. And there was a lot of the grey pieces that I couldn't find, so I had to find new ones, and some of them weren't actually period specific, so you'll see that some of these are actually bluish grey rather than brownish grey, which would be the classic brown. But without further ado, let's get to it. There are two different greys here. You'll see that this is the brownish grey and this is the bluish grey. And these are modern pieces and these are older pieces. I don't know specifically when Lego actually changed the color scheme, but they did at some point. And here's the first side build, a small piece of machinery that holds a broom and, and a pick. As you can see, there's a bit of grime here, and when there is that, I'll just use a toothbrush like this, and it'll come away like this. It doesn't go too well anymore. I think maybe the wheels are they seem to be a bit stuck, but maybe they'll get loose with time. I think actually this is the first time I've ever seen a chair put into a car like this. I think they usually just would set the misfits in the molded piece rather than on a seat. So this is new for me at this point in 1991. And there we got the truck. This is the 1656 Evacuation Team, and it consists of 2 fire engines and a small tractor. This fire engine still has some of the classic feel to it. It uses a big molded piece for the bottom, but there's also some details here on the front that makes it seem more 90s-esque. These searchlights are a great detail that really lends some heaviness and realism to the build, and I think that's great. I think this is the first time I've seen that a car has a chair inside for the minifix. On the back, there's the fire hose and a walkie-talkie. Now the fire hose can of course roll out to a certain length. And there's also a small fire extinguisher here in the back. For some reason this particular model has a very hard time turning its wheels. But I think it's just showing its age. And here's the main build of this set. There's the truck that carries the small tractor. There are some neat little play functions in this set, and there are some very nice accessories that's been built as well. First of all, there is this little cart with a broom and a pick, and there are these barricades that can be placed as well. Unfortunately, these barricades has a tendency to come apart once you pick them off the trailer, like this. And then they're not much use at all. If we take a look at the trailer in itself, it can fold these down, which allows for the small tractor to drive up on the truck. And then it can fold them again, and it can drive away with the tractor. Well, almost. The small tractor is one of the mainstays of LEGO. We've seen several of these during the 90s used as some kind of cargo or some type of additional build. There isn't much to it, but there's of course the functionality of the shovel. The minifigs are interesting because they are very, very classic. They have this classic fireman's print, but one of them actually has a helmet that's not a classic helmet for a fireman, but it's one of those workman's helmets in white. And I haven't seen those too often other than in the train sets. All in all, I do like the idea of this set. I do like that there are several vehicles in here and they are very, very well put together for the time period. However, there are some drawbacks. First of all, these has a tendency to come apart once you take them off the truck. And this small tractor has a tendency to fall off when you take a tight corner. When all is said and done, I do like the fact that there are several vehicles in this set. The fact that there is both a small fire engine and a bigger fire truck and the small tractor is really, really cool. I also think that it is great that this is not just another fire engine with a ladder or something like that. This is a supporting fire engine which has another purpose than actually extinguishing a fire. And that is pretty cool. And I think it would be a worthy addition to any LEGO fire brigade. That was the 1656 Evacuation Team from 1991, and even though it has its drawbacks, I think it holds up pretty well for a set that is more than 25 years old. But that's all for me today. I hope you'll comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you guys next Monday.